Good morning, children. Today I will be explaining the stories from Shakespeare. The first story is The Tempest. What does a tempest mean? It means a violent storm. Now, there was a certain island in the sea, and on that island lived an old man whose name was Prospero. Prospero had a very beautiful daughter, Miranda. The cave in which they lived was made out of a rock, and it was divided into several parts. One of the parts Prospero called his study. In his study, he kept his books, mainly concerned with magic, as he knew this magical art and it was also very useful for him. Prospero had been thrown on this island by chance, and before Prospero arrived here, a witch called Sycorax lived on this island. But Prospero was a good man, and by the power of his magical art, he set free many good spirits whom the wicked Sycorax had shut up in the bodies of large trees. Why? Because they had refused to do the wicked commands, or they had refused to put into action the wicked commands of Sycorax. The gentle spirits whom Prospero had freed were now obedient to Prospero, and among all the different spirits, Ariel was the chief spirit. The lively little spirit Ariel, he had no evil in his nature, but he took pleasure in troubling an ugly monster, Caliban. Who was this Caliban? He was Sycorax's son, and that is the reason why Ariel hated him. Prospero had found Caliban in the woods. He was like a strange, twisted thing, but he was less in appearance like a man and more like a monkey. Prospero had brought Caliban to his cave, and he taught him to speak also. And Prospero was kind to him. But Caliban had got the bad nature of his mother, and this prevented Caliban from learning any good or useful things. So finally Prospero employed him, made him work like a slave. He used to fetch wood and do the most difficult tasks. And Ariel was always behind him, forcing him to do these duties. When Caliban was lazy and he did not do his work, Ariel, who could be seen only by the eyes of Prospero because he was a spirit, he would come quietly up and he would pinch Caliban, and he would sometimes throw him down into the mud, and in the shape of an ape would mock at him. And swiftly Ariel would change his shape and become like a hedgehog. Children, hedgehog has sharp points, and this hedgehog, when Ariel changed himself into the shape of a hedgehog, he would prick the bare foot of Caliban. Ariel would perform many such cruel tricks to trouble Caliban. When? Only when Caliban failed to do the work which Prospero commanded him to do. Now, children, we will learn about the tempest. Having the powerful spirits obedient to his command, Prospero could carry numerous things. He could command the waves. He could command the seas. He could raise up a storm. And in the middle of the storm, one day, he showed his daughter a fine big ship struggling with the wild sea waves. And the sea waves seemed to swallow up the big ship. And there were many people on the ship. "Oh, my dear father," Miranda tells Prospero, "by your magical art you have raised the dreadful, fearful storm. You please have pity on the passengers. See, the vessel, the ship will be dashed to pieces. They are all poor people. They will all be drowned. And see, if I had the power, I would have sunk the sea beneath the earth rather than seeing the beautiful ship getting destroyed with all the precious people within her dying." Prospero says, "Come on, do not get so excited, my little daughter. There is no harm. I have ordered my spirits that no people in the ship, not a single person, shall receive any hurt. What I have done has been for your personal care only, because you do not know who you are or where you have come from, and you know nothing about me, but only this, that I am your father and I live in the cave. Can you just recall a time before you came here?" "I know you cannot recall, because when you came on this island with me, you were only 3 years old." Miranda says, "No, I can remember something." Then Prospero asks her, "What do you remember? Do you remember any other house? Any other person? Tell me what you can remember, my child." Miranda says, "It seems to me like the memory of a dream, but one day or once upon a time, I think I had 4 or 5 women who used to serve me." Prospero answered, "Not only 4 and 5, my dear, you had many more. How is it that you still remember this fact? Do you remember how you came here?" "No, sir," said Miranda. "I remember nothing else." Children, with this we have ended the second part of the story. In the next part, we will learn about Prospero's wicked brother. Thank you.